Them say when them go low, when them go lower, you go lower, say go. Michelle Obama say when them go high, when them go lower, you go high. Sometimes you have to go low and come back up. Yeah, yeah. Like how me I go low to them. I can't go lower than this, you know. But me have respect for my people them. So me can't go too low. Nekeisha BURCHELL, you're not gonna get to sleep with the Prime Minister. You're not gonna get to sleep with the Prime Minister. I tell you that. Nekeisha BURCHELL, you need to go on a therapy because you're not get a work off a Prime Minister. I tell you.
Written to Mr. Mark Golding from his great grandfather. It reads, Dear Mark, it is I, your great grandfather, Benjamin Nunes. I am writing to you from the year 1835, the exact moment my last will and testament was probated in the county of Cornwall. I am looking down at how you conduct yourself under the roof of Garden House. And frankly, Mark, I am bewildered. Let us be entirely irrefutable about who I was. I was a man of absolute rigid administrative structure, even if that structure was built on the wrong side of history. When the British Crown abolished slavery, I did not throw tantrum. I did not engage in chaka-chaka politics. I didn't send digital trolls to mash up the town. No, Mark. I understood rules. I understood the architecture of systems. In my 1835 will, I formally declared that I was entitled to heavy financial compensation from the British government for the loss of my property, the very ancestors of the people you now claim aspiration to lead. I demanded my payout, and that generational wealth cascaded down through the Tysons, through the Levis, right into your lap. So imagine my shock when I look at you today, leading the oldest political movement in Jamaica as Captain Chaos. I survived on strict rules, yet you sat there and let Nekeisha BURCHELL disrespect not just the Speaker of the House and the Prime Minister of the country, but blatantly defy the standing orders over and over. You condone your team pulling out recording devices to violate Chambers protocols like common digital content creators. I valued institutional order, yet you lead a faction that treats the Supreme Judicial Tribunal of the land and the sovereign protocols of the state like an arena for schoolyard brawls. We use the law to extract wealth. You are using lawlessness to rule over ruins. I am frightened by the glee on your face as you tacitly support the lawless bullies and miscreants around you. Mark, if you aspire to lead Jamaica, heed the old saying, the same knife that sticks sheep will stick goat. The exact breakdown of discipline you are feeding today will eventually turn its blade on you. But what shocks me most, Mark, is how you are handling the transition to a new republic. You actually stood up and walked away from the Parliamentary Joint Select Committee. You pull your members out of the room because you are weaponizing a legal stalemate. You claim you want full decolonization, yet by throwing a tantrum and blocking the removal of the British monarch as head of state, you are forcing the Jamaican people to remain tethered to the United Kingdom-based Privy Council. You are essentially telling ordinary citizens that they are not mature enough to govern their own destiny or trust our own institutions to deliver justice right here in Kingston, Jamaica. Think about the supreme irony, Mark. I used the colonial legal system to deny people their freedom. Now you are using political stalling tactics to deny them their final court of justice right here in Kingston, Jamaica. By paralyzing the constitutional reform process, you are keeping justice locked behind a financial and imperial wall across the Atlantic Ocean. Mark, you have grown a shame tree in the middle of Jamaica's parliament. How can you claim the moral authority to challenge the government elected by the people when you cannot even enforce basic corporate governance within your own shadow cabinet? You are throwing corn at common foes, chasing viral moments on TikTok, while the state is busy doing the heavy data-backed lifting of modernizing physical infrastructure. If you are going to carry the inheritance of men who engineered systems, at least show some respect for the engineering of the modern state. Stop the chaos, Mark. Structure is what keeps an empire and a party from collapsing. Signed, your grandfather, Benjamin Nunes. There you have it, folks. I thank you all for watching this video. Please continue to share, follow, and walk good. Take care of yourself. Have a great weekend.
Their disgruntlement on how the Prime Minister dealt with Mr. Golden at the biennial diaspora conference, saying the Prime Minister was disrespectful to Mr. Mark Golden by not shaking him on. First thing first, is Mr. Mark Golden ever respectful to the Prime Minister? Him call him that little guy. Him call him Andrew. Him call him thief. And countless amount of other, disrespect. In his inauguration as Prime Minister, when everybody was supposed to stand on the entrance of the Prime Minister, he did not. He sat there with his phone. He didn't even look, right? Because he has no respect for the Prime Minister, nor does he have no respect for the office of the Prime Minister. Hence the reason why he will not and will never become Prime Minister. See? You understand what I say? So, how is it a problem now that the Prime Minister not shake him on? Why is it a big problem? You know how much things, how much ceremony, how much meetings, how much things when Mark Golden fit there when him not there. And when he does end up there chaka and look drunk and steal and some little piece of raggedy clothes. Right? Alright, this time him turn up. The fact that his name was left off the invitation or the thing is not a big deal because watch out. Nobody never expect him to turn up anyway. Alright, he turned up and he was there. The Prime Minister shake him and that not shaking him in hand is not a big deal because watch you know, him fingernail and him hand probably have shit on it. Because I'm always a dig out and a dig out and a dig out. So I mean I not see too much issue with the Prime Minister not shake him on. His hand probably not clean. And based on how disrespectful he is to the Prime Minister, it's not a big deal if the Prime Minister not shake him on. What a big deal. Why is the disrespect? Eh? What goes around comes around. That's how earth work, you know. That's how the universe operates. Yeah? You see him look so like him frightened, like him and say, what? Andrew really not shake me on? It's not a big deal, Mark. Yeah. I mean, you don't have respect for the man. So, I mean, if him not show you respect, it's not a big deal. Now, there's something else I want to address. Parliament has officially become a fish market now. It would seem that way to me. And it would seem to me like Dayton Campbell and Nekeisha Burchell now is the new face of what should I call it? I can't find a word for it, but the shenanigans that is going on in Parliament and this whole heap of loudness and this ray and this woe and hey and Nekeisha Burchell literally challenging the Parliament and challenging the Speaker. Now what I saw happen yesterday was nothing less than what I call now a grab up. In my terms. That is a grab up. That is like somebody grab you up and you grab them back and I say, let me go. And I say, you let me go, you grab me first. Let me go. I mean to say, the speaker turn off the mic. You turn it on back. She turn it off again. You turn it on back. She turn it off again. You turn it on back. As if to say, what? Me not understand that. What is happening in the parliament? Why is all this what I call it now, psychological grab up and challenge? That is a challenge. I mean, what's going on in that Nekeisha girl head? That BURCHELL girl. What's going on in her head? We have to get something have to change about parliament. For people like Nekeisha, BURCHELL and Dayton Campbell. You understand what I mean? The Speaker of the House said Mr. Hilton was going to be the person that was asking the last question before they moved to other business. And last mean him final, nobody else. And he was to ask the last 2 questions. And she gave him 2 questions. Nekeisha, BURCHELL get up and turn on mic and start to talk and go. Listen, you know, I see it happening in Japan, I see it happening in Korea, I see it happening in quite a few places. India, where Parliament broke out in a fight. I am not doubting it for a minute that one of these blouse and skirt there is going to happen in our Parliament. Believe me, say it's going to happen. If something not do be out it from now. If somebody don't put some form of restriction on how these people operate and, you know, because obviously they're not there for Parliament, they are there for war. Because psychologically is a war going on at the Parliament. And something has to be done about it. Because the House Speaker, the House Marshal, no really look like him have no use. He no really look like him have too much use to me. So, it's like Nekeisha, BURCHELL just a go on herself and just a go on and a ray and a woe and a chat and a go on and she's the loudest thing. I mean, there's an old time saying, say, when dish towel turn tablecloth, it's not a perfect fit. Nekeisha, BURCHELL kind of out her league. She that dish towel. And, you know, trying to play the role of a tablecloth. Nah fit. Nah fit. You understand? And we have to find some way to get that girl out of Parliament. Believe me as God make Moses. And we have to find a way to get out Dayton Campbell. This cannot go on like this. Parliament cannot go on like this. The blatant disrespect every week. It can't work. You have to stop. The young lady is operating typical to a chihuahua. Yap, 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 yap. Just barking, 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 barking. My God. Somebody need to put a leash on that chihuahua. I mean, come on. How much more of this we ever stand in our Parliament? We cannot allow this damn chihuahua to be barking, 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 barking. A stop off a put to it. It is very clear, it is abundantly clear that she has no respect for the rules of the Parliament and the laws of the Parliament. Right? And it is very clear that she's not going to follow anything. No standing orders, no rules, no nothing. It is very clear that she's determined to be a old Jaggermite. Yeah? And out to turn the Parliament in a go-go club. Right? Something has to be done about it. But then again, what should we expect from someone who was chosen to be literally a prostitute? I mean, it's only prostitution or prostitutes operate that kind of way. Many men. But no crutches not selling a parliament. And you need to know your place of business, which is back road, Nekeisha BURCHELL, and there's a crutches sell. Not in the parliament. You out of your league altogether. Look at dish towel. You're not ready for tableclothism yet. As for you, Dayton Campbell, time will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell.
I hold that one because, trust me, PNP them, they're not easy. Why the PNP them so lie and wicked? Them want power and they will stop at anything, I mean nothing, to gain power. If I have to tell lie upon somebody, to send them a prison, so them can gain power, them no mind. Them try it with Andrew Holness, because basically that's what them did want to do in the last election, send him a prison, so them could have win. The people then reject that, and them hell bent, and keep doing it. But necessarily, no. History always told, whenever time a party tell life again power, them not really done well in a government, you know. No. We can use all Donald Trumps as example and tell the people them say, him not go to no more new war, him not do no more new war. And now look what him a do with the world. Look what him doing to America and the people of America. All him did want is power. Just like the PNP. Yeah, them get a wicked man like Mark Golding to lead them. To tell some lie. As a Jews. As what them normally do. Like what them a do to the people of Palestine. Now, what really prompt me to really do this video? Yesterday, me I go to Santa Cruz in a taxi. One taxi man. As a known PNP, me hear him with the argument, me raise the point. I say, how Andrew Holness I take foreigners, yeah. Him sign with the American government to take foreigners, yeah. Prisoner from foreign. See, in a captive and keep them. Me was in the taxi. I was so curious. That's me say, no, Andrew really not gonna do such thing. Andrew would never do that. Me see Andrew as a smart man. One of the PNP in the car jump on me and say, yes, me hear a true. Cause such and such tell me can call the person now and tell and the person will tell you. Say, yes, a true. Anyway, me still never convinced. Me go to Santa Cruz. Coming back from Santa Cruz in the taxi. And a different taxi again. Was listening IRA FM. Hear this jack from IRA FM. Named DJ Amber. I discussed with her brother. I talk about the same issue. And her point is, and what she was saying, yes, that's true, because, but where she has said, Andrew Holness said, they only use Jamaica as a transit point to send them towards another country or their country. See? And then now she started criticize that. And I said, well, you know what I mean? Then why America not keep them? Which me was of the same view to say. It would be best for America keep them and then send them to them country when them done process them from America. See? Coming back from Santa Cruz, you know. Me hear the same arguments. Anyway, as me come home and me open my phone, only to see Dr. Chang and the same issues. And what Dr. Chang was saying, Dr. Chang was saying that the government is taking back Jamaicans who are held in America. Jamaicans who are held in America, they have signed with the government to receive back Jamaicans back at their yard. See, that is what me hear the Minister of National Security I say. So me want to know where the PNP them get that from. Where the PNP get that from? But the PNP will always be the PNP. And them can't change. And every time, them always a show up themselves. What them doing? Them know a lot of persons in a Jamaica don't have no understanding. And then we hear things the wrong way. Most people always, them not hear things the right way. Many persons hear things the wrong way. So, them target those kind of people. That is what them a do. So, them must start the campaign now. And them start the line now. How good it would be for them come up with a good plan. Better than what Andrew do. And then convince people and try to win the government. That would be better. Eh? That would have been better. But lying is the order of the day. And it never helped you before. And it not going to help you again. It not going to help you again, man. When the people them come from America and come here, the Jamaicans them, tell them say them a foreigner. Because we know that a point in time will come when those people going to come on plane and the media going out there. And when they come off of the plane, tell them say them are not Jamaican, them are foreigners. That's enough to do.